we at the funeral.
Oh Lord.
Anybody want to say a few words for this brother?
All your secrets don't die with you, I guess.
Hey, I mean, they could if the side person stop try to be main. You know what I'm talking about?
Stay in their place. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, man. Little nigga trying to jump into something that ain't got nothing to do with him, bro. What are you doing, little fella? What are you doing?
Or just don't have a side. Or
nah, man.
A half of a side.
You be eating when you eat your food. Do you eat them just
Jason.
eat?
Bro.
Jason.
This one.
Stop trying to save this. No.
Right. it's the thing. No, wait. Like, hey, Jazz, is spaghetti a side or a main for you?
Oh boy.
Spaghetti is a main to me.
It's a main.
So what is it to you, Jason?
I mean, it can do it. I mean, you know, she's diverse. I'll be honest with you. It can be a main, it can be a side. It just depends on, you know, how I feel. But I mean, I'm going to eat something with it, not a salad like Chris does, his rabbit eating ass.
All right, so this is our intro, y'all. It was lit. Well, I already know y'all ready, so I'm not even gonna ask. Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. Well, we got the jokes, we got the debates, we got the discussion, we got the disagreements, all wrapped into one, where we discuss movies and TV shows, old and new. Now, if you didn't get it from the intro, today we will be reviewing Death at a Funeral. Yes, I believe it's the 2010 version.
Yeah, the black version. Yeah.
I didn't want to say the black version. I'm trying to do better as the weeks
go on. It's the truth, though.
I was trying to find an alternate truth, but two things can be right. So for episode 14, the numbers is getting higher, gentlemen.
Man, we getting up. We moved.
Like we just did 12. Like
I mean, we kind of did.
I mean.
But I am one of the hosts. My name is Jazz. I am joined with Chris. Chris, how you feeling this evening?
Feeling good. Can't complain at all.
Awesome. Our other co-host is Jason. Jason, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling well. Can't complain. A little rough, but I'm here.
Nope. Nobody judging you, good brother. It's all good. So today we will be reviewing Death at a Funeral. This is one of the movies that we gave it to the polls, right? While we were having the debate.
We let the people vote.
So gave y'all another chance because y'all last one didn't get a good rating amongst the majority of the hosts. So we're not going back towards dinosaurs and them not being real or fake. So we taking it to the funeral home. So Chris, you leading it? Who's leading the pack today?
I got you. Yeah, I mean, Jason act like he wouldn't do it, so I take it back. I got it. It's all good. Yes.
I'm gonna hand it over to my good brother over on the other side.
All right, well, we here then. Thanks for the intro. As Jazz said, Death at the Funeral. We always talk about doing movies old and new, but we always do like newer movies. So that's like the first old film we did. I'm still gonna put a spoiler warning out there. It came out in 2010, but if you haven't seen it for whatever reason, spoiler warning. But yeah, Death at the Funeral. We open up RIP to the OG. Chris Rock's dad passes away. By the way, I'm just letting y'all know right now, I'm not going by character names. So Chris Rock, Martin, Regina Hall.
I'm glad we're here because I was gonna be like, you know, what's his name? Cyclops. I definitely was
Cyclops. I got that right.
I mean, that's
Tyrion. Like, that's what we doing.
We in the same.
All right, bet. So we good. And
so
the viewers know.
It's going to be a mix of the real names and then some of their biggest character names is what y'all saying.
I ain't got no character names. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, you just said Cyclops.
Oh, so you mean
that was
me? Cyclops
and then Tyrion. So
I mean, we could do Oscar. You know, I mean, we could. And that's James Martin character.
That nigga is Cyclops. He's definitely Cyclops. But yeah, Chris Rock's dad passes away, and we get Kevin Hart. By the way, this movie is stacked. Like, they don't make them like this no more. Like the ensemble black cast, so many big names. We don't get that like we used to anymore. But of course, two of the biggest names early on, Chris Rock and Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart brought the wrong body in. We get some Asian dude. I was just like, bro, this is my dad's funeral. And like we getting the body prepped in an hour for the service and you bring me an Asian dude. It's whatever. And then of course, Regina Hall, again, another big name. That's Chris Rock's wife. She's ready for a baby. She's ready for a baby. Chris Rock was like, yo, we got a funeral. Like, you need to calm down until I don't know. But, we get all of that. So we just get the introduction to all our characters. Like I said, this movie is stacked with so many different characters. I don't really know how I'm going to go into, like, each person's story. Jason, you feel like I should go, like, we got Chris Rock's story, and then we got, like, Cyclops and
so with this movie here, it's just, like, everything kind of wraps together.
Yeah.
So, so going in chronological order it won't, make sense. But if you just go to somebody's storyline and want to talk about how crazy or how wild it gets, I'm not opposed to it. It's 2010. It's not, like I said, at this point, like you said, you already said if they haven't seen it, man, they ain't trying to see it.
Yeah, it's whatever. So with that being said, I'll kick it over to Jazz. Jazz, we get the introduction to Zoe Saldana's character, and her husband, or actually partner, is James Marsden, aka Cyclops, and he's nervous. He's nervous to meet the parents. He's nervous to go to the funeral. I don't know what the history is with him and Zoe Saldana's dad not really approving. So we just get that whole thing. You want to give us a little bit of insight what's going on here?
So they're basically stuck in traffic because they're on their way to go pick up Zoe Saldana's brother, who is Columbus Short.
Sheesh.
Young black star that messed up his entire career. But anyway.
Tragic.
Yeah, his story was very unfortunate. But Oscar is nervous because her dad hates him. Oscar feels like he cannot do enough to get her father's approval. She's like, calm down, calm down. He's not calming down. So they get to Columbus Short's apartment. She's still trying to calm him down. She does the number one rule you don't do when you walk into somebody's home. Do not take no pills out of any medication jar that you see. Like, you don't know what the situation is, but Zoe obviously doesn't know that rule. So she gives Oscar what she thought was a Valium for him to calm down. This was not a Valium because before they got to the apartment, Columbus Short's character is talking about making a drug deal with somebody while he's playing his game. So we already know them ain't regular Valium pills. So Oscar takes one. Oscar's like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, you good. Oscar, you weren't good at all. So they leave and they pretty much head to the funeral. So we see Oscar's about to be toe up, but we're trying to figure out what was he on, how strong was it. We'll see how it goes. But
man, this Valium took a wild turn at the party because people was just opening. So look, man, black people. I hope this was 2010. So hopefully in 2022, you're not just opening up pills and taking them because you read the. People keep bottles. We know that at this point. Some people use it to store their children's pee to pass a drug test. Some people use it to take things.
That was very specific.
Very specific.
And some people use it in their carry-on when they're taking a trip. I'm not saying I've done this before. I'm just saying it works. That's it. Chris, back to you.
That took a totally different turn because I was like, yeah, sometimes I do put moisturizer in some of those jars. He's not even talking about moisturizer.
He definitely not.
Yeah. I got you, Jason. Obviously, my traveling style and yours way different.
It's a little bit, but I travel. I carry a lot of bags as well. So like, I probably, that's just me anyway. But yeah, just other ways, new ways of how to sneak things or get things to your destination. If you don't trust people, this is definitely about trust. She just trusted this pill bottle. I trust my own pill bottles that be with me. That's all I can say.
Good to know. Legal things, I hope, but whatever. So yeah, we back. Zoe's ex is here. I don't know if it was like an ex or a fling. It was like a couple of months or whatever. But he's Owen Wilson. I don't remember his real name, but he's always going to be Owen Wilson, whatever movie he's in. He shows up and Yeah, Derek, cool. He comes back and he's like, yo, you know, he basically trying to dirty Mac on Cyclops at this point. Like he's trying to get her back the whole time. He's clearly not reading the room because why is you trying to get up on my girl? One, at the funeral, and then two, why are you trying to do that? And like it's just completely out of control. So we see all these different characters come together. We also get
before you move too far, you did say if she were a white man, it's fair game. So I mean that's white on white crime. We allowing that.
Sure. No. I mean, it's white on white, so it's kind of like I feel like it washes. But yeah, I guess so. Jazz didn't look like she really agreed.
I'm not even touching none of that. I'm gonna let y'all handle that.
Okay. But yeah, shout out to Will, I guess. Tyrion, who is played by Peter Dinklage, of course, a very good actor. He just randomly shows up at the funeral, like no one knows who this person is. He's not here with anybody, and he's giving like weird looks to Chris Rock's character, and we just kind of like, what are you doing here? So clearly he's up to something. And then of course,
I was gonna say he looked like super suspect because like you just walking around, it's just like, and when Chris Rock was upstairs talking to his wife, they was making eye contact again. I'm just like, I would have had him escorted out. I'd be like, you've been here 10 minutes too long.
He probably would have under normal circumstances. He had a lot going on, honestly.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. My family is all black, so yeah, some random, you know, little white man is definitely getting kicked out of my funeral or my family's funeral. I don't know where he comes from, and whatever he coming from, it ain't gonna be no good unless he coming in there with some, you know, a pot of gold. No.
Jason, I had a 2.5 men joke, so it works out. There's only 3 white dudes at the funeral, so he's the half of one. Shout out to Tyrion. This is bad. Shout out to Tyrion. He shows up, and then of course Martin is here. Martin is Chris Rock's brother, and he shows up. Everyone loves Martin. He comes in. Loretta Devine, who is Chris Rock and Martin's mother in this movie. Of course, her husband passed. She's so excited to see her favorite son. Clearly, he's got all the money. He's bragging about, you know, first class and, you know, all these different things. He's a big time writer as well, so he's coming off as the favorite. The whole favorite thing, I was just kind of like. I hate that. And it was funny because it seemed like Chris Rock had the task of like taking care of everything, being the oldest, and Martin just had to come in. It was just like, yo, I'm the youngest, but I got all the money. I'm just like flexing on you. I'd be like, bro, like you can leave. You're not really helping me at all right now. But Jason, we talked about like the cast and like how big of a cast it is. How do you think these guys fit overall? Like, of course, you know, I mentioned Loretta Devine, everyone else. What was your thoughts when you first saw everybody like coming together?
I enjoyed I miss this type of movie, like where you just have those. I know we actually just recently spoke about that. I feel like the last one in my head is Best Man Holiday, and that was like 20 like that's been a minute, honestly. So there may be a movie after that. I think Almost Christmas maybe. That has a super stacked all black cast, but I enjoyed it, man. It was nice to see Martin. You know, like I said, he had a lot of different little issues that was going on during these times. So it was nice to see Martin back on the big screen. With the cast like this, you know, he back with Tracy Morgan. That was dope. You know, just a callback for Martin. Back with Chris Rock. Chris Rock last time that was in the movie was in Boomerang. Chris Rock was just a mail boy, and now Chris Rock
is
the
Chris star.
Rock
yeah, it's crazy.
So it's crazy. It's just crazy seeing but I mean, just honestly, just the entire cast, with the exception of Columbus Short, everybody in this thing is like super at this point. Like they're doing big things. Like I said, even Tracy Morgan. You know, Tracy was small time guy on Martin, but his show. I can't think of the name of it, but his show is actually pretty dope.
Oh, The Last OG, yeah.
The Last OG, yeah. The Last OG, pretty dope. Probably don't want to touch on it too much because we got some scandalous people in the show with him. But yeah, he got a dope show.
Oh, is she in that show?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, yikes. Okay. Back to the funeral. It's not gonna touch that. So yeah, Martin, he's this is a bad segue, but Martin sees something he likes. He was acting like a creep. So like you see right, that man was a creep. And I said it earlier, like I don't feel like certain movies like this, you gotta really appreciate it, because I don't know how like you couldn't really write this the same way in 2022. Like you're not getting something like that off no more. So I was thinking about Rush Hour too. Like I was watching that the other day, and I'm like, they don't make movies like you can't make comedies like this no more, which is it's fine, it's whatever. But yeah, we get Martin, introduction to everybody else. Of course, we talk about Tracy Morgan. He's pulling up with Owen Wilson and Danny Glover, who is the grandfather. And he's just old senile dude, a little bit more. That would piss me off, bro. Like Tracy had the task of picking up Danny, and I'm just like, bro, get this man. What would you do, Jason? You had to pick him up. Would you leave him?
I mean, I would pick him up, but man, he wouldn't have been talking to me like and hitting on me like he was Tracy. Like it wouldn't have been no like, look, I respect the older generation, but man, look, y'all can fight just like the young folk, and we gonna be knocking like that.
You fighting an old man
in a wheelchair,
and a baby too. I mean, everybody can get it. These equal opportunity with these hands. He was tripping. He over here in the back seat hitting them as I'm driving you for your sake. That will kill us in this car, sir. Leave me alone.
And it's wild because Owen Wilson was there with Tracy, and then he just jumped out the car to go to Zoe, and it was just kind of like, bro, like, why are you leaving me? You can't trust the white man. Just jumped out the car.
And he's smoking a Black and Mild. It's like the second episode in a row we talked about these, but that was actually kind of wild watching Owen Wilson smoking Black and Mild.
Hey man, you gotta I don't know. It was crazy. But then Chris Rock, he's doing this whole thing. It's his dad's funeral, so he has to do the eulogy speech, and he's trying to get this off the whole time. You got stuff going on with his wife, stuff going on with the family showing up, and then of course this little dude Tyrion coming in. He finally pops up and he's like, yo, we need to talk. And Chris Rock, every time he's trying to, have a conversation, Chris Rock got to go tend to something else. And when I first seen this movie, I was thinking like, what does he want? Like, I figured he had something to do with the dad, but I didn't think it was like where we gonna go. I figured he was like, maybe in like, I don't know, owe somebody money, mafia type stuff, something like that. I don't know. But we get to that, and then of course we go back to Zoe and her boyfriend, Cyclops. The drugs kicking in, so he's starting to wild out a little bit. And this is my favorite part of the movie, Jazz. What was you like thinking with this whole thing with him? And like how he just started wilding out.
When she finally asked her brother, Columbus Short, like, that volume that I gave him from your house. And he's like, wait, what volume? And it was like, you could see that he was high. Like, nah. So then Columbus Short finally realized, was just like, oh shit, he's on one of those pills that I whipped up for somebody.
Yeah. So
he's trying to figure out how to tell his sister. But Cyclops was out here going crazy. He over here in the bushes. Like, he was just, how they were trying to handle that. I would have just had to go home. I would have just been like, I need to drop you off at the crib because there's no way I'm about to have you at this Black funeral high on acid pills.
Bruh.
But that's what she did, and we saw how the outcome came. But
yeah, when he seen Loretta Devine, he started singing.
And he started singing.
I was like, bro. I was like, all right, man.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if you watch that and just look at his face, like he did such a great job. I was just like, oh, I feel like they really gave him pills to do this scene. Like, amazing grace. Like, it was just, and Loretta Devine just sitting here like, what the hell?
Like, who did you bring home? Like, what is this?
Right.
But that was dope. And then of course, everything's showing up. And then finally, Tyrion finally gets to have a sit down with Chris Rock. He's like, yo, we need to have a talk. Your dad ain't what you thought it was. Yeah.
I don't even understand why he thought the funeral was the best time to even do that. Like,
yeah.
let that.
You talk about bad timing, Jesus.
You asking for that amount, and that man's body ain't even in the ground yet. You asking to die.
Nah, he said he knew everybody gonna be here today, so it's gonna go down whether you help me out or not. It's gonna, and he kind of says that. He said he owes me from some of the tasks.
Yeah, bro. When he said that, it didn't wipe his mouth. I was like, all right.
Hey,
I was like, all right.
Wait, what did he do? How he do it?
Don't you saw the movie?
Yeah, technically he just did it, but
Yeah, Jazz saw the movie. Though.
Nah, Jason, what he do? How he do it?
Look what Jazz want us to demonstrate. What is this?
Nah.
Hey, Jazz, you right there, Jazz. You got it. Show us.
Man, nah. Tyrion was like, nah. But like, and then he had the pictures on deck, and he was just like, me and your father at Dreamgirls. His dad was in a full-on dress, talking about he had to be Effie. And I was Dina. Like, that's so crazy. How would y'all have reacted during that situation?
I found out my dad was gay like that, bro. I would have had to beat him up. Like you.
It would have been a little fight.
A little fight? Okay.
Yeah, it would have been a little fight.
Just a little short, quick fight. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a scuffle. It would have been a little scuffle. We would have had to, like, hey, but, he would have to expose that we ain't getting 30,000 out of me. It's between you and my daddy.
But hold on. So y'all said y'all would have fought him. What if he had on like a hacky sack pouch, and then he took it off, like dude from you know where I'm going.
Everywhere.
You know where I'm going. So like, if he did that same stance, are y'all still like, oh, I'm about to?
If I get beat up by Tyrion and he exposed my dad, that would just been the worst day of my life. But
yeah, that's a horrible.
He's not getting 30,000. I'm just gonna be beat up and 30,000 in my pocket.
How do you recover from that though? Like you get beat up by Tyrion, your dad comes out his gate, and then you at his funeral. Like, what do you like? You
got to tell people, man. I didn't see him coming.
Like
if you would have said that, I would have been like, wait.
Hey, he ducked behind the couch and popped back out like a weasel, and I didn't know what was going on.
So he was like Chucky in part 1, Child's Play 1, just jumping on you from different angles.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah, man.
No, that's crazy. But then back to Cyclops, he's still high. And then we finally get around to the actual service. And you know, Chris Rock's starting to give his speech and everything, and he started wilding out like, "Yo, the casket's moving." And Zoe's just like, "Bro," Zoe's looking at him like, "You need to calm down. Like, please just chill." It ain't happening. So he just jumps up, and yeah, he knocks over the casket after a little bit of scuffle. And I'm watching this, and I rewatched the movie earlier, and when I seen the dad like fall out the casket. Call back to a previous episode, but it reminded me of Black Widow and Brenner again. Like the way he laid out on the ground. I was just like, dang, man. But then, like, imagine it happening at your dad's funeral.
Hey, man. I would have. Yeah, and I did. Chris character. He kind of got mad at Oscar, but I mean, he didn't have the will to do this fight neither.
Did y'all see all the people that jumped over the dead body? Like, he was already out the casket on the ground, body just sitting there. So many people jumped and walked around his body. I'm like, so y'all not gonna pick him up? Y'all just
and everybody, like Columbus said, he said, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not comfortable doing it. I get it. I get it.
If it ain't my dad, I'm not touching a dead body. I'm sorry. That's kind of old.
But you would walk over one?
I'm not gonna step on it. I'm not supposed to step on it. Walk over it.
He's pulling a Tyrone Lue. Step over. I'm gonna step over it, but I ain't helping you up, my brother.
Yeah. That's okay.
Nah, that was pretty wild. They Oscar she should have got kicked out at that point. He should have got kicked out the funeral. This man wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then we get back to Tyrion and everything. Chris Rock, he's giving it. He's like, all right, man, I pay you the $30K. And even at this point, he had the money. Like, he's talking about fumbling the bag. Like, Tyrion had the money. He could have just sat there, wait for him to write the check and go off. He had to go in. He talking about his dad. He saying stuff about he started talking too much, talking about his writing skills. He started talking too much like Oprah on Game of Thrones. He had it in the bag. So a little bit of a, Jason hated.
And then it's funny because Oberon was trying to fight for Tyrion to survive.
You see it. There you go. That's a little bit. Jason probably don't even remember that episode. So
that's probably the only 3 I remember.
I love how we always have a Game of Thrones reference every episode. Just about.
I mean, it's one of the biggest characters, one of the only people that survived. We got to talk about it.
I mean, hey, shout out to him. Yeah, biggest character is
he ain't the biggest character, but he was the biggest.
Are you coming at his height again?
Yeah, I feel like this is a short joke.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
Yeah, anyway, he started writing the money, 30K, I can't give nobody 30K. Would y'all do that? Or how would you handle that situation? He asking for 30K. What do you even do at that point?
I told you, my dad finna get exposed. It ain't on me. That's
But at that point, it's kind of Okay.
And then you got my weak ass brother who ain't got no money, no ends to help me
So it's like
within
all
me.
coming from him.
He coming into the house. He this big man on campus. Everybody, no, you ain't got it, bro. He gonna somebody you need to pay it. No, nigga, you pay it since you want me. You got it like that.
Yeah, nah, I ain't rocking with that.
I mean, those kind of situations, you think if you would have gave him the money, he could have came back 2-3 years later from some pictures that he didn't show you. Like, okay, so I need this much more money. So either you just gonna not pay or you gonna remove that complication. That's all I'm gonna say.
Interesting.
We're gonna we definitely put him in a cereal box and disappear him.
Bro, Jason, Jason's gotta relax. That's like the 18th short joke you done made. But yeah, I mean, that happens. But like Jazz said, you got to handle the situation. So they decided to do just that. Chris Rock, like, I ain't rocking, you ain't getting my money. And Martin blocks him from, going out to expose everybody. I love the little like juke move he tried to do there, and he just jumped on him. Like he could have just jumped on him. Like, what is he gonna do? But they jump on him and they tie him up. Then of course, Tracy Morgan walks in, like, what's going on? Like, bro, lock the door, help us out. Like, you don't ask no questions. We trying to get this situated. So they tied him up.
If y'all walked in on that type of situation where two of y'all cousins that y'all rock with got a midget tied up, what y'all doing?
I ain't asking no questions. We want to help tie him up.
We gonna hog tie, motherfucker.
Yeah, I ask questions after he's secure. Like, I don't need to know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on, but y'all know, I trust y'all. So hopefully you wouldn't put me in a scenario that'll be compromised. I mean, it's compromising, but hopefully it wouldn't be no crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't even know this dude, so I'm definitely helping my cousins out. But yeah, all of them get to it, and then Columbus Short walks in. He's just like, yo, what are y'all doing? Oh, before that, Tracy Morgan feeds him the volume that he found outside. And it just shows me Columbus Short just doesn't care about safety. He has the drugs. First, he leave him out at the crib. Now he's just letting them drop at the funeral.
I mean, these drugs took a turn at this party, man. Everybody had it. Everybody wanted a pill. Everybody was giving. I don't understand what it was, just how you just throw drugs in somebody's mouth, like
without even knowing what it is, like.
It kind of reminds you of Snowfall this past season, where everybody was on LSD.
Yeah.
That was a good episode. People ain't like that episode. That was good though.
The season was fire to me, but that's just my thing.
Yeah, it was.
I don't like to build up. Hopefully the payoff is worth it, but
I think it will be.
I was about to say a RIP, but somebody might not have seen it and listening to this episode, so I don't want to spoil nothing.
Listen, man, I'm about tired of the spoiler. Oh, okay. Like, you good, Jazz? No, it's cool. Like, because that was spoiler thing. I'm just like, bro, like this stuff come out. If you watching a podcast about like movies and TV shows, I'm just gonna assume like you into movies and TV shows. So certain things don't really need a spoiler alert. But I respect that. But yeah, we get that, and then they, Terry gets all the drugs and everything, and they just like, that's not volume. Like Columbus Short is just like, why do I have to keep telling y'all? Like, stop giving random drugs. This ain't volume. We found out it's like
he said it's acid times acid.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because they gave him like 4 or 5. It was just like, like, just like, you don't like, nah, that's OD. But yeah, it could kill him, and we found out it almost kills him, but he just started like going crazy. He's tied up. He just can't do nothing. He's going crazy. Then, of course, you got the chaos with Danny Glover's character coming in, and he got to use the bathroom. And then you just like, everything that's terrible that could go wrong is going wrong at this point. And we just got a whole bunch of chaos when I'm trying to bury my dad. And I'm just like, Chris Rock, like.
I'm not really into like the shit jokes, like the poop jokes and stuff like that. I ain't really like it, but I mean, it was funny, but I'm not really into those, into that situation. And like I said, I would have beat my uncle up. Like, I'm not taking to the bathroom, bro. You need to figure out how to get in there. Or you need to find you a nurse that's gonna assist you in this scenario. It has to be my father within that scenario for me to be taking him to the bathroom. Outside of that, no. we're not doing that. Secondly, Tracy Morgan character was a nut within that situation. And I wonder if he was that the same hand he had the rash on? Like not an uncle could have a rash on his butt while he, over here.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Yikes. I mean, I don't know, but it's funny you said that because that goes into my ledge with this movie. But we'll get there later. But everything's going on, and then all that chaos. Regina Hall, she comes out and she's mad at Chris Rock. She's been mad, since the beginning of the movie. Basically, she's ready to have a baby. Chris Rock is like, all right, I got you, but not right now. We need to chill. And then here she's mad again because Tyrion reads part of Chris Rock's novel and she doesn't. And he's just like, I didn't let him read it. Like he just picked it up off the table. And then two, like, that was just selfish. Like, why are you mad about that at this point in time? I didn't really see the point of her doing that. Jason, like, what would you have done? Like your woman is like real upset at that point and you're just trying to get everything straight. Like, how do you handle that?
I really don't know, man. I really don't know. Cause I mean, your father just passed. Your brother owe you some money. Somebody is trying to rob you for some money. And,
a lot of money.
And then you have your wife. She's, she has she has her needs, her wants that, of course, they need to be met. But right now, it may feel it may feel selfish, but at times we need to be selfish. And I'd be like, man, she gotta, go, get you a rose and go have fun. Cause I can't deal with what you got going on. And I've just told her he had just told her what happened, right? He told her what the issue was, and then she got mad because Martin, which is probably the most unhelpful person of this entire movie, because all he doing is causing issues and problems every time he speaks. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, within that, you just gotta handle things as you can. But I would have been gave up on the Tyrion situation, so that wouldn't have been a thing in my house. So I wouldn't have cared. So I probably would have been, with my wife anyway, upstairs knocking some boots.
Yeah, get ready for that kid they're trying to have. But all that's over. That Tyrion, he ends up dead. So they got another situation on their hands, hence the name of the movie. And they trying to figure out what to do with the body because nobody really knows like who he is or what's going on at this point. And then you just got a dead body popping up. How do you like deal with this? I thought the idea was dope. Jazz, you had like a better idea to hide the body. What would you do?
No, I don't have body hiding ideas chilling in my head.
Oh, well, you the horror movie expert. I thought maybe you may have picked up something.
Nah.
Oh, my bad.
They had a solid solution. Put the body in the casket since the casket's already closed. So yeah, their idea was pretty good.
Yeah, it's just crazy how they put him in the casket at first. And they just kind of like.
I would have left his body like that.
I mean, nobody gonna see it, so it's just like whatever.
Right. So,
I'm sure they.
But then they switched it to make it look wholesome. I guess.
You'd have left his body like what?
I would have left it how they put it in the casket the first time.
Oh.
I mean,
69 position.
I mean, I'm sure I don't know if they would have had that many complaints if they was alive. So
exactly
how they was moving.
What was it? But then Channing from the podcast just talking about that. He said, I wonder how Shaq does the 69 with his torso. You said your torso too long. So how did you put your body on there? He was like, when you put them right here, everything is the same inches once you get there. So yeah, that would have been a curious situation, but I'm not that curious.
Oh, you seem like you was trying to figure it out a little bit. So I was gonna let you rock.
There's some little people on Twitter that's real cute.
Look at Jason be going to, bro. Like, what is your mind right now? But yeah.
Hey, so y'all ain't never seen a cute little person?
None that I would be like, oh, that might be worth the half risk, but nah.
I mean, I thought like, I wonder.
It make you think. Just a curiosity. Yeah.
Bucket list type stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Would you? Like, would you actually like?
have a good little time.
Yeah, I can see that.
Would you just get one, or would you get a few?
You want to run a circus show?
I mean, two is one. So
I mean, I know, you know what I'm saying? I might have three. You know, I might do. I might have three. Let's see what we can do here.
Jason is a crazy. It's a sick nigga, man.
I'll be like, you know, I'll be Groot. They'll be my minions. You know.
So if it's three midgets, that means it won't be considered a threesome.
We need a calculator to calculate these fractions. So,
because if you were trying to do a threesome, then you would have to have 6. But I don't know if that's your goal, but I'm just saying. I'm trying to help you.
It's still, I think it will still work with the, you know, it'll still work.
You make it work. Okay, interesting.
We'll definitely make it work.
Make it do what it do. All right, good job. But yeah, we get back to Cyclops' character. He wilding out. He's on the roof now, and he's just like, you know, they trying to get him out. Who wants to go on the roof to get him? But Zoe, of course, is trying to get him. And then Owen Wilson comes in at just the perfect time, still trying to get up on Zoe. And he's just, you know, oh, we had a good time. Like, then I give you a watch, all this other stuff. And I'm just like, bro, you're not reading the room at all. You just don't care.
He got advice from Uncle Russell. So he thought he had sound advice. He had that sound advice, so just go up and shake. You know what?
No. What I'm not gonna let you do is defend this shit.
What you mean,
Jason?
What you mean, Jazz? So Jay, you telling me? Jazz, you telling me?
This entire situation was semi-sexual harassment, bro. You see, I'm with my dude, and I'm telling you to stop bothering me, but you come shake me and then kiss me. No, I'm so, like, nah. This is another one of those areas in this movie where you just like,
yeah, it ain't rocking at 2022.
No, it's not.
I mean, I thought, you know, it's not. It's the I thought it was the apply pressure that doesn't apply.
No,
that's not
Jason. Nah, that's only when you got like a possible solid maybe to where like, okay, this gonna really get her back. She had a whole nother dude with her there that was who she was with. She got a baby on the way. Congrats, sis. Like, no, Jason. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me ask you, Jazz. You out on a date, right?
My dude or a newbie? It's a different.
Yeah, I've been rocking for 6 months. Right?
Oh, that's my dude then. Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, if I would have said 3, she would have been like, you know what I'm saying? But see, I got to put Jazz. I'm
our co-host, so
I do. So we 6 months in, you rocking with him. Trevante walk up like, he walk in the club and he just grab you and he started shaking you and he tried to kiss you. What you doing?
So wait. First off, that's not fair.
It's real fair. Because you know, I mean, I don't know your situation, but I mean, I don't feel like we're disrespecting the person right now. I mean, it's just a hypothetical 6-month boo thing, and your forever boo thing just walked in, and he trying to get some off you. What you doing? You smell?
Stop!
What is that?
Stop! Please, we get it. I didn't even look at the camera. I'm just Jason sound effects. Bruh, first off, you already just ranked them. My forever boo and my 6-month boo. But
Trevante he just for the kiss and just, you know, keep it scooting. So I mean,
so if it's nothing that serious, then my 6-month dude shouldn't be that upset.
Yo, spit take though.
Jason, come back.
Chris.
No, the same question to y'all. So, Chris, for this example, your 6-month thing, Lupita walk in. Now, same question. And Jason, who you got a few, so I'm gonna let you decide which name. I don't want to throw nobody out there, but I'm just like the same question to y'all.
Well, I'll answer that question. Black men don't cheat. So in that sense, I wouldn't have no problem. I wouldn't see Lupita at that moment.
I feel like y'all mentioned a black man cheating on the last episode.
And keep it consistent. Wait, who cheated last time? Wait, who cheated? Hold up, who cheated? Wait, tell me. Oh, you talking about no? Okay, so Big Bone, that don't count with Big Bone. That's different because he was in love with Diamond. I mean with Keyshawn. So Diamond was in love with Keyshawn. So that's different. That don't count.
Wow. Yeah. No, she kissed him.
And she kissed him too. So come on now.
That'd be my Beyonce walking like she kissing me. What you mean? I ain't even Beyonce. Like, what's the chance of Beyonce pulling
Jason,
up on me anyway?
If that's the rules we're gonna go by with this conversation, you said if Trevante walk up to me and kiss me, so that ain't no cheating, right?
Jazz.
I'm going by your rules. Ain't that what you just said?
You're going to kiss back. You probably grab. Wait.
Jason, it sounds like you're making assumptions of what I'm going to do.
You're going to hem this man up like She-Hulk did the young brother today. You are going.
Wait. Before we go any further, I have not seen She-Hulk. Do not talk about She-Hulk. I have been working nonstop. Do not even bring She-Hulk up. Stop.
Call it Jazz She-Hulk is hilarious, by the way.
Look, I'm gonna be so upset when I finally watch it. I'm gonna be like, I can't stand this.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the episode when Jazz was talking about throwing people up against walls, because this is definitely she would definitely throw Trevante up against a wall, like brother, do you not know? Have you seen my Instagram page?
Have you seen my stories? Posted that man like 8 straight times yesterday.
Do you?
No, I did. I really did. Yeah.
And she was like, do you by chance know what's the brother name that played Candyman?
Yaya.
Yeah. Do you by happen to know Yaya phone number?
They do know. I always know.
Yeah.
Look,
exit.
Nah, we're not asking nothing. How did we even get here?
Because we was talking about the boo thing popping up at the funeral when they actually have a thing going on. And he knew about he did know about the engagement and whatnot, but he wasn't tripping on that.
He's that ex that you just like, look, we are done. This is me saying no, back up. That's who he is. Like, and his name is Luke Wilson.
I was just going to say that.
He was Luke Wilson this whole time?
I was trying to find a spot to correct y'all, but I was just like, let me see if they fix it.
I never said a thing. I never said the brother name.
Well, you ain't correct me, so you just as bad.
I called him his name Derek in the movie because I ain't. So, but I know it's Luke though.
I do feel like Jason said Luke. But we'll have to go back and replay it. But nah, this is Luke. Owen is in Loki.
Oh, that wasn't his. They all look alike.
He was in Hall Pass. This one was in with Blue Streak, with Martin last time.
And he was in Vacancy, that semi-scary movie when they were in a bum ass motel in the middle of nowhere and people were trying to kill him.
I don't think I seen it. I may have, but I don't think so.
It's all right. It's not that dope. But
is that the one? Well, I want to know about it, but it's kind of a spoiler. So.
No, I mean, it's just like they were in a room and they was watching some tapes. That's how you know it's super old. And it was tapes of people that had previously been in that same room and of people terrorizing them from the outside and then coming into their hotel room and killing them. So they were watching footage of people that previously died in that room. It's with Kate Beckinsale, who was also in Underworld.
Okay.
Man, what's that movie I'm thinking? I'm thinking of another movie. It was like all in his head. Was that it? It was like all in his head.
I think that's room 18.
No, not that one. Not the one with Sam Jackson. It's another one. I figured out later. But Luke Wilson, my bad. But they do look alike. You got to give me that.
They brothers.
Yeah, they brothers.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah,
they definitely can pass for the other one.
Yeah.
No, they can't. Stop, Jason. They cannot. You tried it though, so
close enough. Anyway, the people seeing the movie, they know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he tried to whatever. He tried to kiss Zoe, and Cyclops sees it. He's just like, nah, like he's already had, but then he's trying to kiss up on his girl, and he's just not hearing Zoe's explanation. So he like, I'm about to jump, and it's just like, bruh, like everybody's looking outside, huh?
Chaos, complete chaos.
Bruh, I'm like at that point, they like you said, Jason, they should have been took him home, but it's like, what do you like? We here now, so you can't really change anything. But of course, Martin and Chris Rock, they use this as an opportunity to try to sneak in, get Tyrion's body out of here. So they just like, keep everybody outside. He's telling Regina Hall everything, and she gets him down by basically saying she's pregnant or they're having a baby, and he's like, "I'm pregnant." I'm just like, bro, like, I'm just like, what did you take? So it's just kind of like all over the place, crazy. But that they wound up there having a baby, so congratulations to them. And I mean, we get back to the funeral, and Jason, tell us what happens back at the funeral. We got your background, so it seemed like this is one of your favorite parts of the movie.
Before we get into the funeral, though, he falls off the doggone roof, but he catches himself enough where he doesn't.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Hurt himself. We kind of talked about this last week, and I was saying I probably would have. Me being Columbus, I probably would have pushed him off the go ahead and finish him off, because nobody could know that story. Like nobody could have known that. So I'm sorry.
Did you just say you would have killed him?
So wait.
I didn't say that. That's how I would have pushed him off. Whether he survived or not, that was between him and God. I don't mean I just would have been. I just would have been a factor that would have helped him.
Jason.
Yes.
Jason.
What happened?
That's murder. But
Said Sue, he was high.
What does that even mean?
That was like he was on drugs and he just fell off the thing. I'm pretty sure they would have vouched for me.
Not if they see a black man pushing a white man out of a
window. At a black funeral? Who gonna tell? With
all the black people that's down there watching.
You think they gonna tell on me? I shouldn't be hanging out with these black people no way. That ain't how we ride.
Let's not sit up here and act like it's not at least one or two snitches sitting in a funeral. So
look, Jay, this is what this brother went into the house to save this man's life, and he lost. He was naked, and I lost grip, and that was the end of it. I tried to grab him, he stuff.
So I did have a question too.
What was that?
On this thing, that's the dick on his face.
Yeah, man. He left it there for a minute, like
yeah. That's Jason is having flashbacks of when he said if he were to fight a naked dude, how the dick would be on his cheek. And now this is Jason saying, if I'm saving a naked dude, the dick always end up on the cheek.
Yeah, mad naked dudes and
yeah.
Does
that mean you wrapping your?
You wildin'.
Would you wrap your arms around him with saving him? So would his cheeks be on your arms?
Like, what's the position? Look at Jess.
This would honestly be a horrible way to save somebody. But I mean, you gotta, I would definitely. I mean, I guess I would try to save him, but
because he was sweating the entire time. He had been outside for a while, so he was smelling like outside sweat, and that means his balls were sweaty. I would have. If I were you, because that just seems like that's a good brother though. Like Columbus Short was a good brother to Zoe.
He was. He told him, we can never touch again ever in life, and that would have been like my exact sentiment. Within that scenario, but like you said, Chris, we at the funeral after they've got out of commotion together. Chris Rock get back to his horrible speech once again. But this time not the funeral, but the actual casket is actually rocking and shaking. James Marsden character was like, I knew it. And Tyrion pops out the actual casket screaming, and everybody going crazy. He jumps out the casket, drops the pictures that he was supposedly hiding, and the mama finds him, and she sees him, and she beats Tyrion down as he's on the actual ground. And Chris Rock, he gets everybody to calm down, and he finally gives the eulogy, which was a super dope eulogy, just giving the actual circumstances, just basically saying his father was a lot of things. I mean, but he wasn't a perfect man, but he did everything he could for his actual family. So that was super dope.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for at the end of the day. So we finally get that off, and then happily ever after. The funeral was over. Martin creep, just riding off with Martina, and you just like I seen that. I was just like, bro, like, what did you?
Yeah, he was definitely that was I mean that was wild. But like I mean, I guess within that scenario, she was of age. But the way he went about that situation, creepy, creepy. Yeah, yeah.
That's not of age to be.
Nope.
People. There are people out here that really look into the age thing very heavily, but he asked her age, and she did tell him she was of age. So now, whether it's my age, it's not my age of women that I would deal with, but yeah, within his scenario, yeah, some men like them young girls. I'm not into young women. Ain't nothing we can do.
Good to know. And then R. Kelly joke at the end. I'm just like, all right, this is like good. I'm like, yikes.
That's the same car service R. Kelly used.
Yeah, and then it's just time. It had some moments that didn't age the best, but yeah, we get out of here.
That wasn't it already aged at that point. That R. Kelly one, that was already a thing.
Yeah, we ain't get the doc yet though. That's just
the doc did drop afterward.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like but
it was a line in here that I think it was Chris Rock's character said.
Amy.
You said what?
The Amy line?
No, it was the "see you at the next funeral." And so when he said that, it just made you think, because a lot of family, I don't want to speak for myself, but majority of the time when you see family that you haven't seen in a long time, it's because there's a funeral, because family doesn't gather as much. So it's just like, which is unfortunate, because you should gather more, not only when it's sad, but also for celebrations as well, just to see people and not just wait till somebody passes away. So I saw that, I heard that line, I was just like, damn, that's normally how it is. You just be like, everybody's so busy in their own personal lives. Time goes by and you just like, damn, I haven't seen you in like 5-6 years. We were really close, but now somebody passed away, which brought us together when we just couldn't do this on our own, on like good terms. So I just thought about all of that when he said, I was just like, damn. But
yeah, now that line hit. That's facts though, because then like time goes by so fast too. So you, like you said, 5 or 6 years, you don't even realize it's been that long. And then you look up and you just like, hey, he was just, little kids was just in like 6th grade or whatever, and now they're going to college or stuff like that. So it's just wild.
right.
Yeah, but quality time is important. But yeah, we get to the end and then Tracy Morgan. Oh, Tracy Morgan. Was it Tracy Morgan or was it somebody gave Danny Glover the drugs at that?
No, that was Regina. Regina
Hall did
Regina gave him the Valium so she can finally get with her husband for the evening.
Yeah, and then it's just like a whole issue all over again. I want to know how he got up on the roof. I know he was high, but like he was in the wheelchair.
Actually, I guess he was high enough where his legs worked within that scenario.
Have y'all ever climbed a roof of a house before?
Yeah, not that big, but yeah.
Because me and my cousin, the home that I grew up in, it was like a new complex. So me and my cousin would always go into the new home developments, and we would just get on the roof. It's dumb easy, especially if you can get out there easily. So it looked like you might slip. None of us slipped. But like we would just chill out on the roof. So like when I saw this scene, I was just like, damn, that reminded me of my childhood when my life was in danger multiple times.
Yeah, we was kids. We didn't care about that. Like looking back, we used to do some stupid stuff as kids. We just didn't care at all.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite things to do too, Jazz. Like, but I'm still at this point now. I like to stargaze. So, like late at night, that's one thing I don't like about the big city. You can't really see the stars. So,
right.
I am appreciative of that piece. Yeah. So I like to go out at night, look at the moon, watch the clouds move, unlike they did in Nope, and also look at the stars.
That's what's up. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the movie. We get to that point. Like I said, one of the last really big ensemble like movies with all these super high profile actors and actresses coming together. But yeah, question, was it good though, Jazz? What you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I thought this movie was hilarious. So a good Black classic for sure.
Yeah, I definitely missed these. Jason, you agree?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Y'all have any legends for this movie? Like anything y'all didn't like, or you felt like could have been done differently, or anything like that?
Nah, nothing that's coming to my mind.
No, I don't think I really have a ledge for this one. No, I know you said you had one. What was yours, Chris?
I ain't think the Danny Glover stuff is that funny. I was just kind of like, it was more inconvenience, and I'd be pissed off. I didn't really think it was that funny. Like the whole like the bathroom joke and all that. I was just like, nah. I get it, but it was just like,
you have, but you have that person in your family though, like that one grouch that's just mad about everything. You can't seem to get that person together at any function, and most people probably don't even want that person at the function. They in real life they will leave that person where they are. They won't even pick that. Like everybody, it's like, are you picking them up? Are you pick? No, I ain't picking him up. No, he's not getting in my car. He's not doing that. That's it's always that one. You always have that one.
Is it the one that is always rude, or the one that don't nobody want to deal with ever, or both?
They typically the same thing. For me, they typically the same thing.
I feel like I just thought of somebody, but yeah, I know exactly who that is.
Oh, yikes.
I haven't like with me, I'm not one of those people who really have conflict or issues with people, and if we do, like, you know me, we can fight it out, like we can, and that'll be the end that situation.
Okay.
So just no talking.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I thought he was going to talk. He just was.
I mean, a solution possibly.
No, salute these hands across your goddamn face, and then we done.
You know what? Normally, I would go that route to talk, but recently, I'm just like, that might be the fucking solution right there. Let's just fight this shit out, and no words need to be said.
I told you, death at the funeral, death in the family, either one.
I mean, sometimes there's only so much you can talk about. So,
bruh.
Yeah. Jazz just had war flash. Yo, did you see that? Hey, man.
I was.
Yikes. But yeah. So yeah, we all thought it was good. Really, that was my only ledge. It wasn't anything serious. This is a classic movie to me, so I ain't tripping off of it. Link of Thrones, of course, everybody knows what it is. I feel like this movie is stacked. Like you could pick so many different ways we can go Link of Thrones here. So I want to start off with Jason because I feel like Jazz got a good one for this. Jason, who you got for your Link of Thrones? Or am I wrong?
that disrespect. Like I know Jazz got a good one.
Listen, man, your track record is a little shaky.
My track record is what?
A little shaky. Like
I don't like how you playing me right now.
I'm only speaking facts.
Jason, you got 13 episodes to go back to reference.
So my Link of Thrones have been solid. All my picks have been solid, Jazz.
You had one that was like, the fuck is this?
Did he say Barack Obama last week or something? Like,
yes, Andre played Barack Obama. What you want me? It was a decent movie.
Actually, I like the connection that you did because when you brought up Andre in the first P Valley episode, you said Barack Obama looking nigga. And I didn't even realize he was in the Barack Obama movie.
That was my point. I'll be setting my Link of Thrones up like.
I ain't giving him credit for that. Nah.
Chris.
I'm hating this week. Yeah, I ain't giving you that.
I'm glad you. I said like 2 or 3. I said, bro, my Link of Thrones should be crazy. I have them from every different way, and I'm just dropping seeds throughout the thing. That like yes. Y'all need to like stop. Yes, Jazz. I knew I was picking him before we even started. I was gonna pick the girl from the woman from Rap Shit as well, because I'm like, shit, I want to put somebody on something that's active, as far as when it comes to it. And I kept wondering why people kept calling him Barack Obama in the actual show, and it was just like a nice little callback for him. So y'all need to stop playing with me. But this week I'm going with James Marsden. He was in Sonic 1 and 2. The live action.
Bro, you just proved the point.
What's the point, bro? Chris, you telling me Sonic 215, bro?
It was good, but like that's your Link of Thrones.
I did Chris.
Come on, man. Sonic, you see the cast of this movie, you gonna do Sonic. First of all, you did the one white dude. Like we got 3 white people for this movie. You picked the white dude, and then you go to Sonic.
So
you just proved my point, bro.
Chris, Sonic 2 or the new Dragon Ball Z movie? Which one you pick?
The new Dragon Ball Z movie.
You lying.
I'm picking the new. Well, that's nostalgia. So I'm a big DBZ fan. Dragon Ball Super fan.
I'm a big DBZ fan, but they did DBZ a lot better than Sonic 2.
You asked me.
Spoiler alert.
Shout out Supersonic, right? Nah, man, I'm picking. Listen, man. Link it. Okay, that's what you got. Sonic. That's your final answer for real.
Why Jazz Linkathons be bullshit? Go ahead and pick one, Chris.
You see this cat? This cast is fire. Jazz Linkathons is gonna be good.
It's not. Watch you pick some bullshit.
Nah, I'm not. Of course, I talked about all the big time actors and actresses in the movie. But somebody I noticed who was Martina. Her name is Regine Nehe. She was in Lakeview Terrace. They came out in like 2008. Yeah, Sam Jackson. Daughter. Yeah, Sam Jackson was in it. Kerry Washington was in it. The white dude from Aquaman, I forgot his name. Luke something. He was in it. But also Duncan, who was in this movie, he was the uncle, played by Ron Glass. He was also in Lakeview Terrace. So that's like a little double Linkathons for you right there.
We don't get no credit for that shit.
I ain't asking for credit. I just know my Linkathons is better than the white dude in Sonic. So like,
no, she don't even act no more.
What they got to do with anything? Have you seen
Sonic 2 dropped this year, brother.
Jazz, did you watch Sonic 2?
Jazz a hater on Sonic, so we not even.
No,
she's not a good point of reference when it comes to this. I had to make her watch Sonic.
I chose to watch it on my own with the influence of Jason and Chris. I did watch Sonic 1, and I told y'all that Sonic 1 was good, but I have not seen Sonic 2.
Way better.
Sonic 2 is fire.
I'll have to check.
Look out now! You want to say it's fire?
It was good, but bro,
Jazz, you seen a DBZ movie? Was it good?
It was straight, but like I told you, the story to me was
It was. Yes.
I feel like the story could have been better. I feel like the story definitely could have been better.
You like that story, Chris?
Bruh, they made Piccolo the main. Sorry.
It's plenty. There's a lot of stories where Piccolo is the main person. The entire Planetnamic story. I mean, arc is about Piccolo.
You said Planet what?
The Planetnamic thing.
Then of course it's gonna be like Piccolo. Of course that makes sense. Like going into this, bro, I didn't see Goku really or Vegeta that much in this movie. Them niggas.
It wasn't about them.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the movie was about.
I see.
So, but like, don't come at me like I don't know who the characters of Dragon Ball.
I didn't say nothing. I just said I see.
I'm telling you before you do come for me.
Just giving you a fair warning, my brother.
I'm not saying right. I'm not doing that today, Jazz. No,
but I personally, the movie was dope. I told y'all the visuals of the Dragon Ball Z movie was fire.
The animation was on point.
Yeah, the animation was dope. I just didn't like the story that much.
They keep trying to make Gohan the strongest character. They need to stop doing it.
First of all, Gohan is the strongest character.
He don't even be fighting for real. Like, who cares? Him being strong don't even matter.
What you mean it don't? He just proved that he was the strongest character. What you mean?
For what reason? They're probably not be another story where Gohan be able to use that ability again.
You know what? I just remember Jason was dissing the Android saga, so.
It's true.
Yeah, Chris, so we could just dead it right now because I'm not. You
telling me the Android saga is better than the Frieza saga, Chris?
No, but that was the Frieza saga. The Android saga was good. You acting like it was some trash.
That's not what I asked you, Chris.
It wasn't better than that.
And the Frieza saga is about Piccolo and Gohan because Goku was dead at this point.
What are you talking about?
The Frieza saga.
When they were on Namek, you talking about
on Namek? Yes.
It was about Goku. What are you talking about? He turned Super Saiyan.
Bro, it was about Gohan becoming Goku. Yes, no, Goku turned Super Saiyan. Hold up. Was Goku not dead, Chris? Was Goku not dead, Chris?
When? Oh, he came back. They wished him back.
And during that time while he was there, he was training.
He was. So, he was definitely.
It was about. Listen. We're doing Death at the Funeral. We're not gonna do this because you're not.
I'm ready for the Goku Gohan movie where they fight because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it.
You're not getting that.
I'm sick of it. We can. They can make it.
Why would he fight? Okay. I just want to point out.
He fought this entire movie. He fought Vegeta for an entire movie and lost. He can fight Gohan.
I mean, Vegeta's that dude though.
He ain't better than Gohan.
So that proves my point that Gohan's the strongest.
No, Goku is the strongest. I don't care what the creator says and what he keep telling y'all.
The creator said it, so you. So,
I don't care.
Listen, man,
I'm gonna use this argument for the future because so when I come up with those excuses, like I don't give a fuck what the writer director thought. This is what it was, and Jason cannot argue.
You gotta keep that same energy.
What's new?
No, I'm just saying when it happens because the debate and the argument will fucking happen. So
I'm definitely putting Batman over most of the comic heroes. 9 times out of 10, I don't. Without prep time, we ain't even talking about prep time no more. Jazz, what's your League of Thrones?
No,
we ain't got to go in there.
Yeah.
See, he say stuff and we can like. How do you let him get that off? Like that's insane.
Because Jason is like in his own world.
Bro, Delusionals was episode 4. What do you? You gotta come on, man. That's crazy.
Delusion. This ain't delusion, brother. This real life. This reality.
So my League of Thrones, I decided to switch it up since y'all were like, oh, Jazz, shit about to be fired. I was gonna choose a black man, but now I'm going to choose a black queen. Queen Regina Hall. Now, which movie? I'm not gonna do her recent one. I'm gonna do something old school. Regina was in Paid in Full. And then Regina was in The Best Man. Regina has
Please tell me you remember she was in Best Man.
Look it up.
Bro,
The fact that you are even thinking about where she was in Best Man.
I don't remember Paid in Full.
Oh, whew. I was about to judge the shit out of Jason.
She was a stripper in The Best Man. You just be ready to attack. You don't even know what's going on.
You gotta remember KD.
But hold on.
Yeah, she was like a big character in the second one.
Well, yeah, she was a dude's wife in the second one, and then so
Yikes.
Nah, I mean, no comment. But yes, and then of course, Scary Movie, all of those. Regina Hall has a entire amazing catalog. She dropped, I believe, 3 movies this year.
You know what?
Are you still trying to think of who she was in Paid in Full?
I just don't care for the Regina Hall pick because Regina Hall didn't even know what Nucky If You Buck was prior to
that. Ain't got nothing to do with me or my League of Thrones because that does not discount all of her accomplishments. Maybe to you,
that discredits a lot for me. That discredits a lot for me. Well, this
ain't about you. This is about me.
She from DC.
Jason, this ain't about you.
DC.
This is a
she
was but to be fair, she was in LA at the time. She was in her 30s. So we're gonna cut Regina some slack.
We not doing this. My good sis got a long catalog. She dropped 3 movies already this year alone.
What's your favorite one that she dropped this year?
Which one? Which 3? Honk for Jesus. What else?
She did Honk for Jesus, and I believe Master dropped this year.
Oh, the Master.
Yeah.
And she did Me Time.
And Me Time, which is on Netflix. Master is on I believe Amazon Prime or Hulu. Check both. But
Amazon.
Master,
it's Prime.
Okay.
Yeah, so, Me Time was trash. Me Time was horrible.
You lying.
Go watch it. Go watch it.
I watched it twice.
Yo,
I like Kevin Hart.
No way you watched that movie twice, bro.
I did. I like Kevin Hart.
That should have been your League of Thrones.
Gentlemen, can we let's bring it back. We're not about to talk trash about one of Sis's latest movies. So she is my League of Thrones.
What movie you picked though?
I picked
you named like 8. Master?
I did. I named a bunch of damn movies, but I ain't because the other week wasn't it you, Jason, that dropped all them damn movies that the person was in? Was it Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was Chris. So I was just
Chris been slick these last few weeks. He's been dropping 2 and 3 different people as well as movies that they.
I'm just trying to branch it out, make keep it up.
Nah, like what? Okay. So yes, that is my League of Thrones this week.
Love Regina, love Regina Hall. It's dope to see. Like I said, when I growing up, think about it. It's dope to see her from The Best Man, and then see her in Scary Movie. It's like completely different. It's like a completely different.
And she still looks good.
Yeah,
like she still looks good.
She definitely got mad range because even the movie like Master was like a horror, and then Me Time was a comedy, and then Honk for Jesus started. Well, that was like comedy /
mockumentary type.
Yeah, so it's just like the whole like she got mad range. Jazz is cracking up laughing.
No, can I please drop a line from Honk from Jesus?
Sure.
She said, "We're Batman and Robin." Oh wait, no, that's two men.
Yeah, in the context of the movie, that's actually good.
Because I thought about Jason when she said that. And I was just like, I wonder if Jason got a tingle in his back when she said that. Because you're a Batman fan. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was. I can't disrespect Jason.
Be sure to make sure.
I thought because of the bending.
So make sure Jazz is a mime by the end of the week.
Yeah, I was about to give Jazz bad credit because that would have been a crazy double entendre.
Now you see, my head isn't in that. I wasn't even thinking negative like that. See, that's what Chris was thinking.
I didn't say nothing. It's cool. You will be a mime by the end of the week.
Today's Thursday.
I know. That's not crazy. That's how quick it's going to be.
But we do drop this episode on Tuesday, so it might be next week.
Jason ain't gonna do nothing.
I know.
He just talking. This man had a white man as his Lincoln Thrones in a movie full of black amazing actors and actresses.
And this movie was dropped in February.
Man, I was in college during that time.
I don't know when this movie dropped.
It is what it is. Man.
Chris, what is your who's Lincoln Thrones?
Everybody did.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chris picked Martina. Obviously, he on some Will Smith time. I mean, not Will Smith, Martin Lawrence time. You know, same person.
Same person. What? That's a bad look, man. But yeah, that's it. Any last words on Death at the Funeral?
No, man. Please bring back the black movies like this, like the star cast. Like you normally have them now. They have like 2 or 3 different people, and it's like up and coming. Which I enjoy the up and coming role, but like that one movie with just a mega cast. I'm gonna have to go back and actually think about that. Like, look and see what was like the last time we actually had that. Like, you have like Kevin Hart was doing it a lot. Like with Think Like a Man, About Last Night. Like I said, I feel like the Christmas movie was the last, but then they got the new The Best Man TV show, and Regina will be back for that. So it's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to it. I'm dope. That's gonna be dope.
That's this year, right? This December.
It's supposed to be around Christmas time. I don't know with all these different shuffles with the streaming right now. I'm not holding my breath for anything currently outside of Marvel TV. That's the only thing that's really guaranteed at this point.
I gotta figure out what service it's gonna be on as well.
Peacock, like Bel Air.
Yes.
I got I got you.
Amen, my brother. Amen.
But yeah, that's Death at the Funeral. Was it good? Of course, Black classic. Yeah, thanks everybody for voting. This is our second movie that we took to the polls, and this one was a bit better than the last movie I did, like Jess said at the beginning. So yeah, shout outs to Death at the Funeral. Of course, all the subscribers, everybody who supports. Jason, why are you laughing?
Like y'all trying to shit on Jurassic Park like that. Like,
oh yeah, you was the only person who liked that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, your taste is
hey, relax, G.
It's a little shaky right now, but it's cool. Everybody who subscribes, who likes, follows, shares, comments, all that good stuff. Our Discord community, of course, you guys can join that as well. We'll put up a link somewhere for y'all to join. We just, kicking it, talk with us, make movie suggestions, of course. And yeah, I mean, episode 14, Death at the Funeral, we're just throwing it back a little bit. We appreciate all the love and support, and yeah, we out.